Today we will discuss index number. Index numbers are the devices to measure the relative movements in variables which are capable of being measured directly. They are used to compare the level of certain phenomena at different times at different places on the same date. Index numbers are measures of relative changes and show only a general tendency. In this sense, they are techniques of estimating the general trends in prices, production, and other economic variables. They are used to feel the pulse of the economy and they indicate the inflationary and deflationary measure tendencies. So, index numbers are called economic parameters. One important point is price relative. Price relative is equal to current year price by base year price into hundreds. That is P1 by P0 into hundreds, where P1 is the current year price, P0 is the base year price, along with Q1 current year quantity, Q0 base year quantity. What are the methods of constructing index numbers? Basically, broadly we classify the methods to 1. Simple index numbers and 2. Weighted index numbers. Again, simple index numbers are around two types. One is simple aggregative index number. The formula is sigma P1 whole divided by sigma P0 into hundreds. Second, simple average of price relatives 1 by n into sigma P1 by P0 into hundreds, where n denotes the number of commodities. And second is weighted index numbers. In the calculation of simple index numbers, we are assigning equal importance to all the items in the index. But in the construction of usual index numbers, requires an effort to assign to each commodity a weight accordance with its importance. They are of two types. 1. Weighted aggregative methods. 2. Weighted average of relatives methods. In weighted aggregative methods, there are mainly four methods. 1. Laspeyres index number, Parshall's index methods, Fisher's ideal index number methods, and Marshall-Edgeworth methods. First of all, Laspeyres index number. The formula is sigma P1 Q0 whole divided by sigma P0 Q0 into hundreds. Parshall's method, sigma P1 Q1 by sigma P0 Q1 into hundreds. Then Fisher's index number. This is easy to is a multiplication of Laspeyres index number and Parshall's method and taking the square root. That is sigma P1 Q0 by sigma P0 Q1 into sigma P1 Q1 by sigma P0 Q0 into hundreds. Marshall-Edgeworth's sigma P1 Q0 plus sigma P1 Q1 all divided by sigma P0 Q1 plus sigma P0 Q0 into hundreds. Say example is given. From the following data, you have to find out the following. From the data, you can find out 1990. We are comparing 1990 with the 1994. So 1990 is the past year, so we have to take it as base year, and 1994 is the current year. So price corresponding to 1990, we take it as P0, and quantity corresponding to 1990, we take it as Q0, and price corresponding to 1994, we take it as P1, and quantity corresponding to 1994, we take it as Q1. Then we have to find out the following columns: P0 Q0, P1 Q0, P0 Q1, and P1 Q1. And adding all these, we get the notation is sigma P0 Q0. Adding all the 148 plus, that is equal to 1053, and sigma P1 Q0 962, sigma P0 Q1 1095, and sigma P1 Q1. You have to write the notation in the sigma of these headings. And so we are applying the formula. We get 962 by 1053 into hundreds. And Parshall's method, sigma P1, we simply apply the formula. And Fisher's index number. So sigma P1 Q0, sigma P0 Q1, when do sigma P1 Q1 by sigma P0 Q0, and take the square root and multiply with the hundreds. So answer is 91.524. Marshall-Edgeworth, similarly applying the formula, we get 91.527. Another example, we are going to find out at the same time price index number and quantity index number for 1984 with the 1982 as base year. So here 1980 is the past, so here to take it as P0, and 1984 price we taken as P1. Similarly, 1982 quantity as Q0, 1984 quantity as Q1. Okay, so it is very, so we have to change the style or writing within the new table we are arranging, and so we get the formula is like this. When apply this formula, we get the answer is 83.60. So then the question is again asking quantity index numbers. So using this Fisher's formula, we have to replace P by Q. So the formula becomes square root of Q1. Instead of P1, you have to write Q1. Instead of Q0, we have to write P0. Instead of P0, we have to write Q0. Instead of Q1, you have to write P1. Here also, we are interchanging P and Q and multiply with 100 and simply substituting each answer we will get as 122.65. In weighted average lattice methods, there are two formulae we are using. One is sigma P naught, sigma WP by sigma W for price, the price index number, and Q naught, sigma WQ by W, where W's are the corresponding weights, and P is equal to P1 by P0 into 100, that is price relative itself, or quantity also Q1 by Q0 into 100, and weight is given. So you have to use the weight W in that case also. A simple question for these: calculate the index number prices of 1993 on the basis of 1990 from the data given below. So 1990 is the past, so you have to take it as the base year, and 1993 as the current year. Then simply applying here, we are applying, first of all you have to find out P, the price relative, P1 by P0 into 100. W is not given, so W is not given. So here W is given. If W is not given, taken W as P0 Q0. If W is given, you can directly apply 40 into 5 and adding all these and substitute, we get answer is 143. For simplicity or broadly, index number is divided into two: simple index number and weight index number. Weight index number is again divided into weighted aggregative method and weighted average relative method. Weighted aggregative method is again divided into Laspeyres, Parshall and Fishers and Marshall-Edgeworth. And simple customers are divided into two: simple aggregative and simple average of price relative methods. Then test for an ideal index number. So we have to check which is the best ideal, which is the best index number. For that purpose, mainly there are two tests: time reversal test and factor reversal test. Time reversal test implies that P01 into P10 is equal to 1. P01 is the original formula. P10 is interchanging 1 and 0, we get P10 in the formula. For example, we are applying this in the Fisher's ideal index number. P01 is equal to sigma P1 Q0, sigma P0 Q1, sigma P1 Q1 into sigma P01. In this case, there is no testing. In the testing, there is no need of applying 100%, is no need of, so we are skipping 100 from the formula. And P1 0, so interchanging 1 and 0. So instead of P1, we have to write P0. Instead of Q0, we have to raise Q1. Here P1, instead of 0, you have to write P1 Q0, P0 Q0 by P1 Q1. And if answer is equal to 1, we are multiplying, answer is equal to 1, we say that it satisfies time reversal test. And also for factor reversal test, formula is like this: P01 into Q01 is equal to sigma Q1 P1 by sigma Q0 P1, where P0 is the original formula and Q0 is obtained by interchanging P and Q. Then multiplying, the answer is, the right hand side is the same as sigma Q1 by sigma Q0. We say that the index number satisfies factor reversal test. So Fisher's ideal index number is the only test which satisfies all the tests. So Fisher's ideal index number is known as ideal index number. Then what are the uses of index numbers? It helps in studying trends. It helps in policy formulation. It helps in measuring the purchasing power of money. It helps in deflating various values. It acts as an economic parameter. Now we are going to discuss what is cost of living index number. The wholesale price index number study only general variation present in the price level. To study the effects of changes in prices on the cost of living of different class of people, we use cost of living index number. What are the steps in construction of cost of living index number? First of all, you have to describe what the purpose. Then next should be the base year. Only one condition is that base year should be free of earthquake, famines and floods, etc. That is, we have to take base year is a normal year. Then family budget inquiry. and we have to collect the prices, and we have to select which average we are using, and which formula 6 is which. These are the things, what are the steps in construction of the index numbers. Then mainly there are two methods to find the cost of living index number. One is aggregate expenditure method, another is weighted aggregative method. In this case, the formula is sigma q naught p1 by sigma q naught p naught into 100. And second method is family budget method or weighted average or lattice method. If weight is given, we have to apply this formula, that is sigma wp by sigma w, and p is equal to p1 by p0 into 100. If weight is not given directly, we can take w is equal to p naught into q naught. So simple example is there, and we can easily find out sigma wp and sigma w. Dividing, we will get the answer as 126.16. Thank you.